Hey, what's up, guys? This is your host, Max. This is Maximum Raids hanging out in AxeYouSomethin. We're doing a drop a dime in the bank series today. It's been a while since we did that. Had a arranged war against Hello Kitty. I guess they warred in their family clan Welsh. This was a 50v50. AxeYouSomethin, 146, 143 victors in this war. And, this was... I came across a Town Hall 10 for cleanup, and man, this was by far the best. I thought it was just a perfect fit for the raid. For the video was, for a drop a dime in the bank series. This was a really, really good base for that. We're going to take a look at right here. Okay, this was Tithe Gemmer that hit this. Now, this was a fresh hit, all right? This was a fresh plan. This base actually took 4 hits. I was the 4th hit to clear it. And it was really weird because Tithe Gemmer, put this plan on the base, and he would have had it if he had accounted for the builder huts. It was really weird. Like the other day, I was even thinking to myself, you don't see corner huts as much anymore. And I was like, I guess it's because everyone plans for them and there's just no point in having them. But, he didn't plan for them, and it cost him the raid. And I think it was just an error in his comp, to be honest with you, because, the corrections were pretty easy. We actually, like I said, there were 3 fails on this base before I cleared it. Tithe Gemmer was the fresh hit. And then, we had someone just totally change the plan, and they did a hog attack, and it got nothing. It was like a 1-star, 50%, and then we had someone else try to clean this attack with a fail. So I thought Tithe Gemmer was really the best hit fresh before I came in and cleaned it. The concept on the attack is, funnel here with a baby drag, queen here, walks down, wall wrecker in, charge, and then it's just miners around the base. Okay, so that's the idea on the plan. Let's watch the attack in motion here, and talk about some corrections made as we go. So you'll see there, drops the loon. That's going to draw a Black Sam, so that's really good for a scout. I mean, anytime you're doing a fresh hit, you got to drop that loon in front of your baby drag or your healers to make sure that if there's a Sam there that you soak it up, and then that helps me on on the cleanup to drop that loon there and soak up that Black Sam. Queen is coming down and around here, working on some trash and some defenses. He's going to drop that wall wrecker. I want you to notice the angle he drops the wrecker, okay? The angle is actually going to open up this junction here. It's going to open this junction, and then it's going to kind of like go wall segment, wall segment, wall segment, wall segment. And so I think it kind of slows down his wrecker to a degree. Of course, hitting the enemy queen and the CC drag, all of that. And, I think he could have got some better value there. You'll also notice that he just picked up a Black Sam with his healers right there. I'm noting that here on the cleanup. He brings a double Ice Golem CC in his wall wrecker. And, man, I absolutely hate double Golem Ice Golem CC. I just hate bringing it. I almost never do. But... I could kind of see the value that he was getting out of it. And so, I decide maybe I'll just kind of stick with it. I'm going to pause the video right there for a moment, because one of the things that I noticed on this was, first of all, I noticed the giant bomb right here as miners just go right into it. So I planned for 1 wall breaker. I'm going to send it in, detonate that giant bomb before the miners get there. It's actually like a winch bomb. It's got 2 small bombs next to it. The other thing that I noticed was, remember these segments that got, these junctions that got opened up right here? It kind of allowed the queen to operate kind of like this, zigzag a little bit. And what happens is she gets too close to the miners, and her healers leave her, and they follow the miners. And with with an air defense here and an air defense here, and and some air skellies coming soon, they're going to kind of take the brunt of those air defenses. Not to mention they don't help the queen. And so my idea was, if I drop my wrecker here and I just target wall, 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 I'll get better value out of my wrecker. I won't open up these junctions, so I'll kind of have some separation. My queen will kind of be, again, drawing those lines, right? My queen will kind of be responsible for this, and she also, I think, maybe gets stuff like this too, because she can reach over the wall. And then my miners are responsible for the rest, right? My miners are like taking that path. So that's kind of like how I do it. Draw those lines. What am I going to get with one phase? What am I going to get with the other phase? As we continue the replay, those are a lot of the corrections that I'm going to make. We can kind of go ×2 here at this point. The miners just working their way around. The heals are good. Getting really good value out of the BK. BK is working his way around the base. He's actually going to get better value out of the BK than I do on my attack. But, sometimes it's hard to tell how many miners you have. They kind of get clustered up. That heal is good because there's a giant bomb right there. You'll notice his queen has already died. Doesn't have the healers anymore, and so she kind of fizzles out. Look at this. I mean, he's going to actually get the base. But the builder huts are still there, so it's a time fail. You got 2 builder huts, just didn't make a plan for them, and it's a 98% 2-star time fail. So I come along and I see the multiple fails on it, and I'm like, man, I think this is a pretty easy cleanup. Just watching Tithe Gemmer's attack. So my plan is very similar. Don't change the plan. It works. Just plan for the builder huts. So, I bring the 2 archers. That's going to be 1 for each hut. Look at that. I bring the wall breaker. I'm going to sneak that in right there to detonate that giant bomb and just get that DPS off my miners, right? I'm going to use a baby drag here. I think the baby drag is going to get better value here than the 2 wizards he used for just a small increase in camp space. I'm only going to bring 4 healers because I am going to send a loon in right here and soak up that black Sam. Of course, I've got my loon and baby drag here for the Sam and the funnel. My queen just works her way down here. Big change was, instead of the wall wrecker here, we're going to do wall wrecker here, and we're just going to go wall, wall, wall. We're going to punch right through all the way to the Inferno Tower. I'm going to run the double Ice Golem CC to freeze the queen and the CC drag, and my queen will just kind of come in untouched there. And then it's just nailing the heals all the way around the base and dropping this dime in the bank. Guys, let's watch the attack.
She's overboard.
There you go, guys. Dropping a dime in the bank, recognizing a good plan when you see it, making the necessary corrections while keeping the core of the plan and the composition intact. That's how you drop a dime in the bank. Guys, I'm your host, Max. This is Maximum Raids. Welcome to the fucking show.